Hey guys, I hope everybody's having a fantastic day. Whether you're watching this in the morning, in the afternoon, or in the evening, I'm glad you're here. Today we are going to talk about a little EDC fixed blade that comes from Finland. Before we get started, I'm going to ask real quickly that you guys hit that subscribe button down below if you like EDC content and the bell notification icon beside it. The bell notification icon lets YouTube know you're a human, not a bot. It'll alert you when I release new videos. It will also help me, allegedly, by having my videos get seen by more people. But anyway, enough of that. I'd appreciate it if you guys would, if you haven't already. But this is the BRISA Scara 60. The BRISA Scara 60 is a little poquito, a small fixed blade that is just super comfortable in the hand. Now the handle is going to be different than some of my other fixed blades. And I just noticed I don't have really anything else here except a tape measure to do size comparisons with. So we'll have to work through that. But it's a small knife, guys. And the handle on this one, unlike a lot of my other small knives, is truly a 3-finger knife. Now, this has got this Bison Micarta, which is really, really nice. And it's got the stainless pinned construction with this nice lanyard tube. This knife, I think, could really benefit from a lanyard. I'm going to get some lanyards that I like and do something on this particular knife because I can get 4 fingers that come up to the back there. You can see I'm in the choil as far up in the front as I'd want to go, but I've got plenty of good purchase on this knife, right? Even though it might, if I was only holding it with 3 hands, if I was a bigger handed fella, which I've got a medium to large size hand, so I'm sure people have a lot bigger hands than me, but this knife would still be comfortable. It is just a unique little small, kind of reminiscent of a camp knife, but it's so small that you can carry it. I carry it scout carry right now on my belt, right at my appendix. I've also carried this with an ulti-clip and as a pocket dropper. That's just how I kind of do and roll with my EDC fixed blades. You'll notice this has a very flat spine, very, very sharp. You could probably strike a fire stick with that. It's got a Scandi grind that's very, very sharp. Let me grab a coupon. And by the way, guys, this is RWL steel. Whoops, that was a cutter error. Cutter error. I assure you it's sharp if I could get the cut started. It does better when I'm not looking at it. But anyways, yeah, I give it the sharp of approval. And I haven't done anything to that knife. I've not stropped it, not done anything sharpening wise to it. But you'll notice the branding on the blade here. It's real understated. It says BRISA RWL 34. That's the blade steel. Nothing on the back. And again, it is this Bison Micarta, they call it. And it looks like it has a little layer of G10 in between that full Tang construction and that blade. But it fits the hand really well. It's good for a lot of different cuts and still beefy enough if I really needed to work some wood, or if I needed to, I would have no problem. I'm sure I'd have a better knife, but if I needed to use this knife to pound through some wood to split up some kindling, I know this blade would hold up to it. It's very substantial. Even though it's small, it feels like a little big camp knife, if that makes any sense. And this is the BRISA Scara 60, guys. I do have a couple of knives that we could compare it to that might show you how small it is. This is the Jacob Creates Chickadee. In my pocket, I've got the Devo Pony Stout. In my other pocket, I have the Cuvist Vanish. So it's about the same size as a cuvist vanish. About the same size, just a little bit longer than the chickadee. And then I've got the little micro for those of you who have an MKM micro. I know my buddy Z-Man has one, but this is going to be a good bit smaller. But you can tell the BRISA is a very small knife. I like them that way. One thing you'll notice is it does have a beefier handle. I think that is a good thing. I think that's what makes it feel like a little camp knife. For example, if we compare it to our chickadee, it's going to be considerably thicker. Now, not at the butt, but that's tapered off. You can see there in the center, it's a good bit thicker. And again, I think that girth, so to speak, makes it feel more comfortable in the hand, gives you a little bit better purchase on the knife. I think it's just done very well. So let's get a couple of measurements off of the little BRISA. Break out Javon's free promotional ruler with the sticker on it. 5.5 inches overall. The blade is 2.5 inches. The handle is 3 inches. 3 inches to that finger choil. 2.5 inches cutting edge. So, in a nutshell, the blade stock, where the Tang starts, 0.140, up about midway, 0.130, up towards the tip, 0.08, and then behind the edge, right above the sharpening bevel, 0.0185. And the handle thickness, which I think is going to come in over a 1/2 inch, yeah, 0.6525. So that's where I think this little knife gets its power, gets its oomph, so to speak, and where I think it gets a lot of its value for me. Small knife, short knife, doesn't take up a lot of room. However, it's a very ample knife. Let's get a weight of it real quick. .21 ounces, and in the Kydex sheath with the loops, it's going to pack out at 0.3 or 3.7 ounces. So very nice little knife, guys. That's the BRISA Scara 60. It is from Finland. I got this at DLT Trading Company. They are in stock. I will link it in the description of the video. I'm not exactly sure when this video will go up. It should go up this week. But yeah, I'm a believer in this little knife. I don't know a whole lot about BRISA knives. I don't know a whole lot about their history, but I do know a lot about DLT Trading Company, and I know they carry quality stuff. And this is a quality knife, guys. I can tell by the way it feels. I can tell by the way it's put together fit and finish wise. I think the materials are top notch, and I think it's just a cool little knife. Guys, I appreciate you coming by. I appreciate you watching my video. All I ask is that you look out for the guy or gal to your left. Look out for the guy or gal to your right. Look out for each other. Go forward with love in your heart. Choose debate, not hate. Peace.